Hi, everybody. Looks like people are getting in. I was just a little slow. It kind of delayed me logging in, so I'm guessing some other people probably had the same issue this morning. So let's give it a second so people can get in to class. Oh, happy Mother's Day. It's exciting. I have a calendar I make up for my kids. It's like a chalkboard thing, so every month we wipe it off and then write in the dates and have all the stuff going on. And it was like I was writing all sorts of stuff. Hi, Tina. For like all their activities and everything we got going on. And then April came and it's just dates and Easter. And then May came and it's just dates and it's Mother's Day and Memorial Day. And that's all. That's all we have going on. It's kind of funny. So it kind of feels like a big deal. It's like one of the only two things we have going on this month. All right. We are right at 9 o'clock, just a little bit past. Before you guys all got signed in, I just mentioned I had a little trouble getting in. So I'm guessing there might be some other people coming in just a smidge late to class this morning, which is fine. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you have any Mother's Day celebrations, I had breakfast in bed, which is really exciting. It's really just me laying there listening to my kids try to make breakfast, hoping nothing goes terribly wrong, hoping for the best. It all went okay.
Oh, I don't have the video up. Oh.
All right, you guys ready? Should we start? Tina, I see your puppy. Looks sweet.
Yeah, she wants to be part of everything I do.
Yeah, it's good.
Lovely.
It's good to have a companion.
Yeah.
Cool. Hi, Ryan. Okay. All right, you guys, we'll go ahead and get started this morning. If you did unmute your mic and you want to just mute that for me quick, that'll just help to keep the screen on me as we get started here. I hope you guys had a good week. We're just going to get moving right away. So let's go ahead and get to our mats. I'm going to have you guys start in tabletop. So we're just going to go hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And spread your fingers nice and wide. And tuck your toes under. So we're just going to get some activation through your toes. Not something we often do on a regular day. So see if you can get those toes tucked under. And then on an inhale, we're going to start nice and slow. Just drop your belly down, lift your heart. We're not going into our biggest back bend this morning as we get started. We're just going to move into it slowly. So nice slow cat spine. So think like 50%. And then again, belly down, move into cow spine. And we'll move into cat. So each movement just getting a little bit bigger. Just giving yourself a moment to wake up this morning. Good. Inhale, belly down, heart through. And exhale, press away. Good. Each cat-cow just getting a little bit bigger. Breathe in, maybe up to 80%. And exhale, press away. One more like that. Breathe in, belly down, heart through. And exhale, round, find cat spine. Good. This time, go ahead and come to neutral. I'm going to have you spin your right palm up towards you. And you're going to sit your hips back. Let the back of your hand just graze across the floor. You can watch your hand with your head if you'd like. Fingertips reach behind you. We're going to get you a big circle all the way up and over. Oh, I feel that in my shoulder already. Back to where we started. 3 big circles. So as you sit back into your heels, you can let your hips sway side to side a little bit if you'd like. We're not taking this into like a car or anything like that. We're just trying to find some movement. Once you get 3 times, we're going to switch directions. So just to sway side to side, feel your back lengthen. A lot of space through your chest, through your shoulder. One more time, all the way up. And this time, as you come back towards tabletop, maybe plant your right pinky to the top left corner of your mat, and you're going to sit back into this modified child's pose. You're just going to get a nice big stretch across that right side body. And you can even let your hips bump out to the right. Maybe left hand just kind of presses you away. Nice deep breaths. This thing can be pretty intense. For some reason I did modified Murph yesterday. Makes no sense, but I did it. It was partitioned with handstand push-ups. I'm very sore. On an inhale, go ahead and press yourself back up. But I'm gonna have you plant your left hand down, spin your left toes out, and we're gonna find a gate pose. So now right hand reaches high. So if you're at the top of your mat, left foot out, right hand high, and then reach up and over. So continuing that big side body stretch, reach out of your right pinky toe. Think about all that length across your right hip bone as you reach up and over. Keep reaching here. Then start to spin yourself back towards tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Then we're gonna come back to cat-cow. So on an inhale, just drop your belly, lift your heart. And exhale, round your spine. So again, just working through that space. Maybe you can start here around 70%. Not looking for your biggest back bend yet this morning. Good, again. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Belly down and round your spine. We're going to flip that left palm up, and then we're going to find those nice big shoulder circles. So let your hips sit back, reach your fingertips away from you, and then a nice big circle with your shoulders. Just looking for as much range as you can find this morning. Then you let your face kind of chin follow your fingertips. And once you get 3 times, we're going to switch directions. So reach your fingertips out, up, and around. You can sway your hips as you go. Just looking for a lot of movement here. Good. This time when we get back to center, we're going to find modified child's pose. So left fingertips to the top right corner of your mat. Sit your hips back and press into your right palm. But just let your head get heavy. Find more length across that left side through your lats. All the way down into your hip. On an inhale, start to roll your way back up. We'll stay planted through the right palm, right toes lift, reach out. Plant the left pinky toe and reach your left hand high. And so now we're coming into gate pose on this side. Big side body stretch, and then left hand up and over. But think about length from your left pinky toe all the way to your left fingertips. Maybe look down towards your right thumb. Maybe up towards your left fingertips. Just play with your gaze. On an exhale, spin it back forward towards tabletop. Good, tuck your toes under. One time, cat-cow, drop your belly, lift your heart. And on this exhale, round your spine and lift your hips up to find downward facing dog. Just pedal it out when you get there. Little shimmy of your hips, a little bend in your elbows. On an inhale, just lift your heels up. And exhale, press them back. On an inhale, again, lift your heels. And exhale, think chest to thighs. One more time, breathe in, heels high. And exhale, heels back. On an inhale, look forward, bend your knees. And you're gonna tiptoe up to your hands at the top of your mat. Just little steps to get there. Big toes touch at the top. Inhale, find halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, fold. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale, strong belly, lift, feel your low back engage, core is strong. Exhale, fold. One more time, breathe in, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, fold again. On this inhale, we're gonna go all the way up. So strong belly, little bend in your knees. Let your head be heavy. Arms will reach out and up. Big stretch all the way to your fingertips. And exhale, hands through heart center. Hinge at your hips and come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. On this exhale, step it back to find high push-up plank pose. Option to come down to your knees at any time. As you press into your palms, think length from your heels to the crown of your head. Now I want you to lean forward, so push into the balls of your feet. Lean shoulders over fingertips. You're going to feel a lot of wrist flexion here. On an exhale, come just halfway down. Squeeze your elbows in. Stay here, breathe. Exhale all the way down to your belly. Flip to the tops of your feet. Pull the heels of your hands back. Find a little baby cobra. Just lift through the back of your neck. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees or move through your knees. Press your way to high push-up and downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press them back. Bend your knees, look forward. We're gonna make our way up to the top of our mat. Maybe little steps, maybe bigger steps. Maybe you're ready for a jump at some point here this morning. On an inhale, come halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way to mountain. Reach up, big stretch. Hands reach high. Exhale up and over your legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. On this exhale, we're gonna step it back to high push-up. I'm gonna take you guys through chaturanga. You're welcome to go down to your belly or just meet me in downward facing dog. So on an inhale, lean forward. Find that flexion through your wrists as shoulders travel towards your fingertips. Come halfway down. Good, come down your belly, come through cobra or upward facing dog. Lift your heart, straighten your arms. Good, breathe in and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels when you get there. Exhale, press them back. Bend your knees, look forward, and we're gonna make our way to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale back to mountain, reach all the way up, big stretch through your fingertips. And exhale up and over your legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On this exhale, step your left foot back to find low lunge. Keep your back knee lifted, hands around that front foot. Drop your hips, lift your heart. And exhale, round your spine. Good. Again, inhale, hips low. I thought we lost Tina, she's back. Exhale, round. One more time, breathe in, hips low, chest lifts. And exhale, round it out. Drop your back knee. Look forward, release your toenails to the mat, and we're gonna find half split. So just straighten that front leg, reach your toenails towards your forehead. Think about right hip pulling back. You can find a little wiggle through your hips. Foot can kind of sway side to side. Inhale to maintain, and exhale to stretch. Another cycle of breath like that. Breathe in, and breathe out. One more, inhale, and exhale. On this inhale, float forward into that low lunge, pivot on your back knee, and we're gonna come into gate pose. So I want you to pivot on your back knee, walk your hands to the back of your mat, and left hand down, right hand reaches up. So a big stretch from my right pinky toe to my right fingertips, up and over. And look down towards your left thumb or up towards your right fingertips. Keep breathing. We're gonna crawl back to the top of our mat. So pivot on that back knee. We're gonna come into runner's lunge. So hands around onto the inside of your front foot, right foot steps out. And from here, we're gonna take a twist. So now left hand down, right hand high. Good. Right now, your back knee is still on the floor. If you'd like, you can tuck your back toes under and just start to hover that leg up. Keep reaching through your fingertips. About pulling your belly in. Bring this twist through your upper back. Then on an exhale, reach your right fingertips towards your left heel. Reach behind you. Towards the back of your mat, reach back. On an inhale, bring that hand back up and all the way through that big circle, just like we did earlier. Hands around the front foot this time. Drop your back heel down, and we're gonna come up to warrior one. So hips and shoulders stay square to the front of your mat. Arms reach high. Awesome. Think about pressing down to the pinky toe side of that left foot. So see how my feet aren't in one straight line? I think that's fine. So if you want to walk your feet a little bit hip width apart, it's just gonna help you find a little bit more space in your hips. Good, a little bit more balance in the pose. Shoulders down and back. Inhale, look up towards your thumbs. On an exhale, hands around your front foot, lift your back heel, look forward. Step back through chaturanga or straight to downward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. If you want to move through up dog, you can. When we get there, just inhale to lift your heels and exhale, press them back, reset. One more cycle of breath. Breathe in and breathe out. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to mountain, reach up, big stretch. Maybe a little back bend at the top. And exhale up and over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, right foot steps back for a low lunge. Hands around your front foot. Drop your back, your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, round. Again, 2 more times. Breathe in, hips low, chest lifts. Exhale, round, forehead towards your knee. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. On this inhale, drop your back knee to look forward and release your toes. And we'll find half splits. Just straighten your front leg, flex your toes towards your face. And in here you can sway a little bit, hips side to side. Maybe you're just feeling that nice deep stretch in your hamstring. You come a little bit in and out of the pose. Create a little bit dynamic movement. Inhale to stay. And exhale to get a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, start to walk yourself forward to low lunge. Now we're gonna find that gate pose, so pivot on your back knee, walk your hands to the back of your mat, you'll plant your right hand down, left hand reaches up and over. Good, so I'm gonna pivot towards you, so you can see me from this way. Good, maybe look down towards your right thumb or up towards your left pinky. Good, keep reaching, breathe in. And on an exhale, walk it back to the top of your mat. We're gonna come into runner's lunge, so hands inside your front foot. Keep your back knee down, and now we'll find the twist. So left arm reaches high. And you can stay here, tuck your back toes under, maybe lift your knee. Keep reaching through your fingertips. Pull your belly away from your thigh. Good, as soon as I lift that back knee, I can feel that stretch in my left hip. And keep reaching up, breathe in. And on an exhale, hands around your front foot, drop your back heel, and we'll find warrior one. So come all the way up to standing. We keep reaching through your fingertips. Right hip is squaring forward, back heel is down. Awesome. Pull your low ribs in. On an inhale, try to lift through your fingertips, reach up. And exhale, hands around your front foot, lift your back heel, move through chaturanga, or we meet in downward facing dog. Whatever vinyasa you need this morning, whatever feels good in your body. When you get there, inhale just to lift your heels. Exhale, press them back. One more cycle of breath like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. We're gonna move one movement, one breath. Inhale, reach up, little back bend at the top, find mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, low lunge. Back knee stays lifted. Inhale, drop your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, round. Drop your back knee, look forward. Find half splits, straighten your front leg. Inhale, float back to low lunge, pivot on that back knee. And we're gonna walk all the way to the back of our mat. Find gate pose, right hand up and over. Stay for your inhale breath. And on an exhale, make your way to runner's lunge at the top of your mat. Good, breathe in, right hand reaches high, find your twist. Exhale, tuck your back toes under, maybe lift your back knee. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, hands around your front foot, drop your back heel. Warrior one, rise to standing. Stay for your exhale. Inhale to lift your heart. And on this exhale, hands around your front foot. Now listen, left leg reaches high for standing splits. Stay here for your exhale, heart towards your thigh. Inhale, left heel lifts. On an exhale, forward fold, top of your mat, big toes together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, stand up, big reach, little back bend at the top. And exhale, up and over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Hands stay down, drop your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Drop your back knee, look forward. Half split, straighten your front leg. Breathe in, walk your way back to low lunge. Pivot on your back knee and make your way into gate pose. Right hand down, left hand high. Big breath here. Stay for your inhale to reach. And on an exhale, runner's lunge, top of your mat. However you get there is fine. Inhale, breath, lift your left hand high. Exhale, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Stay for your inhale breath, reach up. And exhale, hands around your front foot, drop your back heel. Rise up, warrior one. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, lift your fingertips higher. Exhale, hands around your front foot. And we'll find standing splits. Right leg reaches high. Breathe in, reach your right toes higher. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Stay here, walk your feet hip width distance apart. Use your peace fingers around your big toes. And we're just going to take an assisted forward fold. So let your heart drop towards your thighs. Elbows away from you, shoulders away from your ears, drop chin towards your chest. Good, nice long breaths. Slow your heart rate down. Inhale to stay. Exhale to fold. One more cycle of breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, hands stay low. We're gonna stay low, so just walk your hands in front of your feet enough that you can step back to tabletop. Good, a lot of ups and downs. No need to go back to mountain pose. On an inhale, I want you to reach your right arm high, and we're gonna thread the needle. So right shoulder reaches to the mat, left hand reaches through, and just look back towards your left hip. Now your left hand is a kickstand, so use it to relieve some weight in your shoulder if you need a little break here. Look back towards your left hip. Now option, you can tuck your left toes under and start to press back. I'm just sliding the ball of my foot, my toes on the mat to lengthen my left leg. Now that takes me a little bit out of the twist, but brings a little bit more weight into my shoulder. So see how that lands in your body. Wherever you are, give yourself one more cycle of breath. On this inhale, start to press into your left hand. We're just gonna make our way towards tabletop. Just shake out that right arm a little bit. Come into cat-cow, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, round. Bring yourself back to neutral and we'll thread the needle on the left side. So left arm reaches up and then reach it under, left shoulder to the mat. Good. If this is too tight of a space, you can also create more room between your knees and your shoulders. Just walk a little bit more forward before you drop your shoulder down. You're gonna gaze back towards your right hip. The other thing is you can bring the floor closer to you. So if it's a challenge for you to get your shoulder to the mat, it doesn't feel right, grab a pillow or something that can bring the floor just a little bit closer to you. That's really nice, actually. Maybe you can nap like that. Maybe don't get that comfortable. All right, so while you're here, tuck your chin, just look back towards your right hip, and then same options as the other side. You can tuck your right toes under, start to straighten out that right leg if that feels good. Just notice what that does to the pose. So there's not a better way to do this. It's just about how it feels in your body. So if that adds to the pose, if it creates a stretch that works for you, do it. If it brings you out of the stretch, then come back. Wherever you are, find one more cycle of breath. On an inhale, just press into that right hand. Come back to tabletop. Shake out your left arm. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. And exhale, round it out. Then start to walk your hands towards your knees and just find your seat. Let's go right leg out, left foot in towards your right inner thigh. Awesome. From here, just square your shoulders up towards your right toes, and we'll fold up and over that leg. Good, now options just to stay here in this fold, or you can start to reach your left hand to the pinky toe side of your right leg. So that could be on your thigh, your calf, or all the way to your foot. Now, if you're reaching all the way to that foot or anywhere on the side of the leg, I want you to think about pulling your left hip back. So there's 2 points of energy, reaching forward and twisting to the right, and then pulling back with that left hip. So I'm feeling this left hip try to rotate down, externally rotate as I press back. Nice big stretch across that side body. Twist through your upper spine. Belly is strong. On an inhale, start to walk your hands in, and we're going to take a counter twist over the bent knee. So right hand to the outside of the right thigh, left hand plants behind you, sit up nice and tall, and just look over your left shoulder. And bring it back to center, and we'll switch sides. Left leg out, right leg in, and then however you set up the other side, just square up your shoulders and just try to sit up and over that leg. Same options as the other side. You can stay here in the fold, or maybe right hand reaches to the outside of the thigh, the calf, or all the way to the toes. So if you're finding that little twist here in the stretch, think about dialing that right hip down. So can you find more external hip rotation? It's not going to be a real movement, but it's going to be an intention. So press that right hip back as you reach your heart towards the left side of your left foot. Big stretch. On an inhale, start to walk it in. We'll take a counter stretch. Right hand plants behind your back, left hand to the outside of your right thigh. And just sit up nice and tall and stretch. Twist. Inhale, bring it all back to center. Soles of your feet together to touch. Let's take Baddha Konasana, last pose of the morning. Just inhale to sit up nice and tall, and exhale up and over. Fold. Use your hands just to gently peel your feet away from each other. Maybe use your thumbs just below the balls of your feet to create some pressure. You press into the center of your arch, into the center of the front of your foot. On an inhale, bring yourself up. Awesome, you guys. Find a comfortable seat. You can just simply cross your ankles if that's okay for you. And reach your fingertips out the sides. You can get really long, like you could literally pull your shoulders away from your ears, pull your belly in, and then inhale, reach your fingertips away. We're just gonna reach up one time. Last thing, I promise. Reach up, get long through your fingertips, sit up really, really tall, reach up, maybe look up. Keep breathing. And on an exhale, reach away. Just let go of whatever you don't need. Try to get long across your collarbones. Reach long through your fingertips. Shoulders fall away from your ears. broad through your chest, and relax. Just let that go. One single breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Amazing, guys. Wow, I hope you guys had a good practice this morning. I could feel all of my breakfast in bed the whole time in my belly. I hope you didn't have that problem. Oh gosh, what a great way. What an awesome morning though. I really appreciate being here with you guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Keep an eye out for next week. I'm not sure, things are kind of starting to change a little bit, but I'm sure that Josh will keep us posted on what the plan is. And so I might see you next week. We'll see. Okay. Bye guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.